Once upon a time, in a small, idyllic village sheltered by rolling hills, a bright-eyed young woman named Adoma began her tale. Adoma's life was a perfect balance of work and play. By day, she'd pitch in with household tasks and farming. Come evening, she'd cozy up by the fire and let her creativity shine through her beautiful basket weaving. It was just another ordinary morning for Adoma, or so she thought. As she stood in front of the mirror, gently combing out the tangles in her hair, she noticed something unexpected. Her hair, normally shoulder length and fine, had transformed overnight. It now cascaded down her back in lush, thick waves that reached halfway down her spine. Adoma's eyes widened in surprise as she ran her fingers through the newfound length, marveling at its softness and vitality. She had always taken pride in her hair, but this sudden change left her both amazed and perplexed. She wondered if she had somehow forgotten to tie it up properly the night before, or if the humidity had caused it to grow unusually fast. Yet, deep down, Adoma sensed that something more extraordinary was at play. Curiosity piqued. Adoma examined her reflection more closely, searching for any other changes. Her eyes sparkled with excitement, anticipating what the day might hold. At first, Adoma tried to brush off the sudden transformation, thinking it would fade into the background of village life. But it wasn't long before the change became impossible to ignore. As she walked through the village, people couldn't help but stare. Strangers would pause mid-conversation, mesmerized by the cascading locks that framed Adoma's gentle features. Neighbors would whisper to each other behind cupped hands, their eyes darting toward her as if expecting some hidden secret to reveal itself. Before long, the whispers spread like wildfire, and Adoma's hair became the talk of the town. Some marveled at its beauty, while others whispered warnings of dark magic or ancient curses. In the market, traders would pause mid-haggle to steal glances. Elders would nod knowingly, recalling tales of ancestral blessings. Children would point, their eyes wide with wonder. Adoma's daily routine became a spectacle, as if her hair had taken on a life of its own. She began to feel like an outsider in her own community, unsure how to navigate this newfound attention. As the days passed, Adoma's sense of wonder gave way to feelings of isolation and unease. She felt like a stranger in her own village, where familiar faces now seemed to hold a mixture of fascination and fear. Desperate for answers, Adoma sought out the village elder, renowned for her wisdom and knowledge of ancient traditions. But even the elder's usually warm smile faltered, replaced by a puzzled expression. "I've never seen anything like this, child," she admitted, shaking her head. "Perhaps it's a sign from the gods, or a curse from a rival village. I don't know." Adoma's search for guidance took her to the village healer, who examined her hair with a mix of curiosity and suspicion. "I've studied the ancient law, but I've never heard of hair growing like this," he said, scratching his head. "It's beyond my expertise." As the villagers' whispers grew louder, Adoma felt increasingly alone. Her family tried to reassure her, but even they couldn't hide their concern. Her friends kept their distance, unsure how to react. Adoma began to question her own identity. Was she still the same person, or was this transformation changing her from the inside out? She longed for someone, anyone, who could understand what she was going through. With each passing day, Adoma's isolation deepened, and she wondered if she'd ever find a way to reclaim her life and understand the mysterious force that had taken over her hair. Adoma drifted off to sleep, her mind racing with worries about her mysterious hair. But as she slipped into the realm of dreams, a vivid image emerged. An elderly woman with long, flowing silver hair stood before her. Her eyes shone like stars, filled with ancient wisdom. "Your hair is a gift, Adoma," the woman declared, her voice low and soothing. a symbol of power and a key to unlocking secrets hidden for generations. Adoma's dream self listened intently, sensing a truth she couldn't quite grasp. But remember, child, the silver-haired woman continued, every gift comes with a price. Your hair will bring you great power, but also great responsibility. Use it wisely. As Adoma struggled to understand, the woman vanished, leaving behind a whisper. The wind will reveal the truth. Adoma woke with a start, her heart pounding. The dream lingered, etched in her mind like a promise. She pondered the old woman's words, wondering what price she must pay for her mysterious hair. And what secrets lay hidden, waiting to be unlocked. The next morning, Adoma awoke to find her hair had undergone another astonishing transformation. The once dark locks now cascaded down her back like a river of moonlight, shimmering with a soft, ethereal silver glow. As she stepped into the sunlight, her hair seemed to come alive, dancing with an otherworldly radiance that captivated all who saw it. The villagers gasped in awe, their whispers and stirs now tinged with reverence. Adoma's reflection revealed a stranger, yet somehow, the silver hair felt eerily familiar, as if she had finally found her true self. She recalled the dream, the silver-haired woman's words echoing in her mind, your hair is a gift, a symbol of power. With trembling fingers, Adoma touched her transformed locks, sensing an energy coursing through her veins. What did this new color signify? Was it a blessing or a curse? As she walked through the village, Adoma noticed something more. The plants and flowers around her seemed to lean in, as if drawn to her shimmering hair. The air was filled with an intoxicating scent, like the sweet fragrance of blooming wildflowers. It was as if Adoma's transformation had awakened a hidden harmony between herself and nature. Concerned by Adoma's startling transformation, the village elders convened an emergency gathering. The usually tranquil community center buzzed with anxious whispers. The silver hair is an ill sign, declared Elder Opoku, his brow furrowed. Our ancestors spoke of such omens, foretelling darkness and chaos. Elder Musa, wise and aged, countered, but what if it's a blessing? What if Adoma's hair holds the key to our village's prosperity? The room erupted into heated debate, with some demanding Adoma's isolation and others advocating for her integration. Adoma's family listened anxiously, her mother clutching her father's hand. Adoma herself stood calmly, her shimmering silver hair commanding attention. As the discussion raged on, a frail, elderly woman rose from the back. I remember tales of the ancient ones, she said, who bore silver hair and wielded great power. Let us not judge too hastily. The room fell silent, weighing the elderly woman's words. The elders exchanged uncertain glances, the fate of Adoma and her mysterious hair hanging precariously in the balance. After hours of heated debate, the village elders reached a unanimous decision. With heavy hearts, they decreed that Adoma must leave the village, citing the ancient laws that govern their community. Elder Opoku spoke solemnly, your hair, Adoma, is a sign of unknown power. We cannot risk its influence bringing harm to our people or our lands. Adoma's mother wept, clinging to her daughter. Where will she go? What will she do? Elder Musa's voice softened. We will provide her with supplies and a guide. She will be taken to the oracle of the mountains, who may understand the significance of her hair. Adoma stood, her shimmering silver locks seeming to defy the gathering darkness. I will go, she said, her voice steady. But I will return, for this is my home. As night fell, Adoma bid farewell to her tearful family and friends. With a small satchel and a reluctant heart, she departed the only home she had ever known, bound for the unknown. The village gates closed behind her, and the elders whispered prayers, seeking protection from the uncertain fate that Adoma's hair might bring. The rustling of leaves and chirping of birds accompanied her, but Adoma's thoughts were elsewhere. What lay ahead? Would the oracle of the mountains hold the answers she sought? And what secrets lay hidden behind her mysterious silver hair? The sun began its descent, casting a warm orange glow over the landscape. Adoma found shelter beneath an ancient tree, its gnarled branches stretching towards her like welcoming arms. As night fell, she wrapped her cloak tight, the silver hair cascading down her back like a river of moonlight. The stars twinkled above, guiding her toward a future shrouded in mystery. With each step, Adoma's resolve strengthened. She would uncover the truth behind her transformation and reclaim her place in the world. As Adoma ventured deeper into the unknown, the landscape shifted, and she found herself standing at the threshold of an enchanted forest. Towering trees, their trunks adorned with glowing symbols, stretched toward the sky like sentinels. The soft breeze carried an ethereal melody, as if the leaves themselves whispered her name, Adoma. Adoma. The rustling grew louder, a gentle summons drawing her into the heart of the forest. With each step, the air thickened with an otherworldly energy. Adoma's skin tingled, her silver hair responding to the forest's pulsing magic. The trees seemed to lean in, their branches weaving a canopy of protection above her. A fawn with eyes like shimmering starlight stepped onto the path, its delicate hooves barely touching the ground. It regarded Adoma with a deep wisdom, as if recognizing a long-lost kin. Without fear, Adoma reached out a hand, and the fawn nuzzled her palm. In that instant, the forest's secrets began to unfurl, ancient wisdom, hidden paths, and the whispers of a long-forgotten language. Adoma's heart resonated with the forest's rhythm, and she knew she had entered a realm where magic was woven into every breath. As Adoma delved deeper into the enchanted forest, the shadows grew darker, and the silence thicker. Suddenly, a pair of glowing eyes materialized before her. Adoma's heart skipped a beat as a creature unlike any she had ever seen emerged from the darkness. Its slender form seemed woven from the very essence of the forest: leaves, twigs, and mist. The eyes, like lanterns in the night, burned with an ethereal intensity. "Who are you?" Adoma asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "I am the keeper of the woods," the creature replied in a voice like rustling leaves. "And you, Adoma, are bound to an ancient curse." Adoma's hand instinctively touched her silver hair. "What do you mean?" "Your hair is a thread in a tapestry of old magic," the keeper explained. "A powerful sorceress wove this curse to protect her people, but it has twisted over time. Your hair now holds the key to unlocking the curse, or sealing its power forever." Adoma's mind reeled. What sorceress? What people? The keeper's glowing eyes seemed to bore into her soul. "The answers lie within you, Adoma. Listen to the whispers of your hair." With those enigmatic words, the creature vanished, leaving Adoma to ponder the secrets hidden within her own locks. The tale begins many moons ago. The keeper of the woods began, its glowing eyes weaving a hypnotic spell. Your ancestors, the ones who first settled in the village, unwittingly offended a powerful sorcerer. The sorcerer, known for his ruthless justice, unleashed a curse upon their bloodline, the keeper continued. He decreed that their descendants would bear hair unlike any other, a symbol of their family's shame and a reminder of their transgression. Your silver hair, Adoma, is a manifestation of this curse, the keeper revealed. A mark that sets you apart, yet binds you to the sorcerer's ancient power. Adoma's mind reeled as the keeper's words uncovered the secrets of her family's past. "What did my ancestors do to anger the sorcerer?" she asked. The keeper's leaves rustled softly. They sought to exploit the sorcerer's knowledge for their own gain, disregarding the balance of nature. The sorcerer, enraged by their arrogance, wove the curse to ensure their descendants would never forget the consequences of their actions. Adoma's thoughts swelled with the weight of her family's legacy. "Is there a way to break the curse?" she asked. The keeper's glowing eyes locked onto hers. The path to redemption lies within you, Adoma. Listen to the whispers of your hair, and you shall discover the truth. With newfound resolve, Adoma vowed to shatter the curse that had haunted her family for generations. Guided by the keeper's words, she embarked on a perilous quest to find the powerful sorcerer. Only through forgiveness can the curse be lifted, the keeper had said. Seek out the sorcerer, and plead for his mercy. Adoma traversed treacherous landscapes, braved raging storms, and crossed scorching deserts. Her silver hair, once a symbol of shame, now foiled her determination. After many moons, Adoma arrived at the sorcerer's fortress, hidden within a labyrinth of twisting caverns. Ancient runes etched into the stone seemed to hum with the sorcerer's lingering power. With a deep breath, Adoma pushed open the creaking doors and stepped into the heart of the fortress. The air thickened with anticipation as she called out, "Sorcerer, I have come to make amends. My ancestors wronged you, and I seek forgiveness." Echoes of her words faded into silence. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, the sorcerer, his eyes burning with a fierce inner light. "Who are you to ask for forgiveness?" he asked, his voice like thunder. Adoma stood tall, her silver hair cascading down her back. "I am Adoma, descendant of those who wronged you. I come to break the curse and free my family from its burden." The sorcerer's gaze pierced her very soul. "Prove your worth, Adoma. Show me the heart of one who truly seeks redemption." "I am ready," she declared, her voice steady. "I will face whatever lies within." The sorcerer's smile hinted at secrets and hidden truths. "Then let us begin," he whispered, beckoning Adoma into the heart of darkness. The sorcerer's eyes glinted with a hint of intrigue as he nodded. "Very well, Adoma. I shall lift the curse, but first, you must prove yourself worthy. 3 trials await you, each designed to test your courage, wisdom, and heart. Pass, and the curse shall be broken," he continued, his voice dripping with challenge. "Fail, and your family's fate shall be sealed forever." Adoma stilled herself, determination burning within. "I accept your terms." The sorcerer's smile grew wider, his teeth gleaming in the dim light. "Then let the trials begin." Adoma pushed open the creaking door, and a darkness so profound it felt tangible enveloped her. The air thickened with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. "The test of courage," a low, ominous voice whispered, echoing through the trees. As her eyes adjusted, Adoma saw she stood within a twisted forest, its branches like skeletal fingers reaching for the sky. Shadowy figures lurked just beyond the tree line, their presence making her skin crawl. A rustling in the underbrush signaled the approach of something sinister. Adoma's heart pounded, her breath catching in her throat. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, a mirror image of herself, with eyes that burned like embers. "You are your own greatest fear," the doppelganger hissed. "You fear being trapped, forever bound to the curse." Adoma stood frozen, paralyzed by the familiar voice that spoke her deepest terrors. But then, a spark within her ignited. With newfound resolve, Adoma faced her duplicate. "I will not be held captive by fear," she declared, her voice steady. The doppelganger's eyes flashed with anger, but Adoma stood firm, her courage burning brighter with each passing moment. The shadowy figures began to recede, the forest darkness dissipating as the doppelganger vanished into nothingness. A faint glow on the horizon signaled the end of the first trial. "Well done, Adoma," the sorcerer's voice whispered in her ear. 2 trials remain. Adoma stepped through the second door, and found herself in a chamber filled with ancient artifacts and mysterious symbols. The air vibrated with the whispers of forgotten knowledge. "Unlock the door of wisdom," a soft, ethereal voice whispered. Before her stood an intricately carved door adorned with glowing runes. A small, ornate box rested on a nearby pedestal. Solve the riddle of the elements, the voice instructed. Combine earth, air, fire, and water in harmony, and the door shall open. Adoma examined the box, discovering 4 small, crystal orbs representing the elements. She pondered their arrangement, seeking balance. As she worked, the room began to shift, winds howled, flames danced, and waves crashed. The elements swirled, reflecting her thoughts. Inspiration struck. Adoma arranged the orbs in a harmonious pattern, earth at the center, surrounded by air, fire, and water. The orbs glowed in unison, and the door's runes flared. The magical door swung open, revealing a hidden chamber. Well done, Adoma, the sorcerer's voice echoed. Your wisdom has unlocked the path. One trial remains. The chamber's secrets awaited, but Adoma's heart already sensed the final challenge, the test of heart. Adoma entered the final chamber, her heart pounding with anticipation. The sorcerer's voice whispered, "The test of heart. Show compassion to one who has wronged you." Before her lay a wounded creature, the fawn that had guided her to the enchanted forest, now twisted and corrupted by dark magic. Recognize your enemy, the sorcerer's voice taunted. This creature, once a guide, was manipulated by my curse to lead you astray. Adoma's instinct screamed vengeance, but she recalled the fawn's innocent eyes. She saw beyond the corruption, to the suffering creature beneath. With gentle hands, Adoma touched the fawn's corrupted form. Compassion flooded her heart as she understood the creature's pain. "I forgive you," she whispered. "You were deceived, just as I was." As Adoma's words soothed the fawn's anguish, the dark magic dissipated. The creature transformed, returning to its former grace. The sorcerer appeared, a hint of surprise on his face. "You have passed the test of heart. Your compassion has broken the code." With the final test complete, the sorcerer nodded in respect. "You have proven your courage, wisdom, and heart. I am bound to uphold my promise." With a sweep of his staff, the sorcerer dispelled the ancient curse. The dark energy dissipated, releasing Adoma's family from its grasp. Adoma felt the transformation within her. Her silver hair began to change, its color shifting like the dawn breaking over the horizon. Rich, dark traces cascaded down her back, freed from the curse's hold. "The curse is lifted," the sorcerer declared. "Your family's legacy is redeemed. You are free to forge your own path." Adoma's eyes shone with tears as she touched her restored hair. She felt reborn, unshackled from the weight of her ancestors' mistakes. The sorcerer's expression softened, his gaze lingering on Adoma. "May your newfound freedom bring you wisdom and peace." With those words, the sorcerer vanished, leaving Adoma alone in the now empty chamber. The darkness receded, replaced by warm sunlight streaming through the windows. Adoma stepped out into the bright new world, her heart full of hope and promise. Adoma stepped through the village gates, her restored hair blowing in the gentle breeze. The villagers, once wary of her cursed locks, now smiled in wonder. "Adoma, child of our village, returns to us," an elder exclaimed, embracing her warmly. The villagers gathered, their faces filled with joy and curiosity. They touched her dark tresses, marveling at the transformation. A young girl asked, "Adoma, what happened on your journey?" Adoma's eyes sparkled. "I faced my fears, solved the unsolvable, and showed compassion to one who wronged me. The curse is broken." The villagers cheered, their voices carrying across the valley. They celebrated late into the night, feasting and dancing under the starry sky. An elder approached Adoma, his eyes shining. "Your family's past is forgiven. You have redeemed our village's honor." Adoma's heart swelled. "I am home," she said, surrounded by loved ones. From that day forward, Adoma lived among her people, her story woven into village lore. Her courage inspired generations. The curse's release transformed Adoma's presence in the village. No longer was she the girl with the unsettling silver hair, a constant reminder of the ancient magic. Now, she embodied resilience and determination. Her once shorn locks, now a rich, dark mane, cascaded down her back like a badge of honor. Her eyes, once haunted by the curse's weight, shone bright with a newfound sense of purpose. Adoma's journey had forged her into a beacon of hope, illuminating the path for others. Her story inspired whispers of admiration and awe. "Look, there goes Adoma, the curse breaker," villagers would say, their voices filled with reverence. Children gazed up at her with wide eyes, seeking guidance. Elders sought her counsel, valuing her wisdom. Adoma's transformation had made her a symbol of strength, perseverance, and redemption. Her name became synonymous with bravery, reminding all that even in darkness, the light of courage can prevail. Years later, as Adoma's legend grew, the village would tell tales of the girl who shattered the curse. Her story aged forever in the annals of village history. Please subscribe, like, share and comment for more amazing videos.